Welcome back to the restaurant show. We wanted to learn how to make mozzarella, and who better to do that than Nick Mattioli, who joins us from Novanta. So, welcome.
Thank you.
We wanted to learn how to make mozzarella because I know it's such a cool process.
Yes, it is.
And you are the master of mozzarella. I know this is part of your everyday process.
Yeah.
So, get us started. Where do we begin?
As you said, it's our everyday process. Yeah. We make mozzarella every morning, about 40 to sometimes even 100 pounds, depending on the day of the week.
And I'm going to show off this beautiful mozzarella cheese that we have in here.
Please do.
How much cheese is this?
This is about
right
2.5 pounds.
Okay.
Normally we make about 10-pound batches at a time.
Gotcha.
So we're going to add a little sea salt here. That's going to give a nice, salty flavor to it.
And about how much salt do you add per pound of cheese? Do you have a ratio
For
there?
10 pounds, we do about 150 grams of sea salt. So this is a Wisconsin heavy cream here. Heavy cream is going to lower the pH level, making stretchy cheese stretchier, if you will. So this is called washing the curd, because curdled cow's milk, as you would imagine, is pretty sour flavored. It's got kind of a rubbery texture, like if you rubbed it on your tooth, like if you ever had a raw cheese curd. And that's what this will be like here. So
what you're doing is just adding almost boiling water to your cheese.
Steeping
and the
hot
salt
water.
And cream that you have.
Yep. To melt this down, as doing the first melt, you're also washing it.
I'll show this off too.
Certainly.
Now that we've got some hot water in here, it's starting. You can kind of see as it starts to make the cheese that looks a little creamier, milkier.
Yep.
So is this how all mozzarella is made?
That's an excellent question. Mozzarella is traditionally made with water buffalo milk. Water buffalo milk is kind of how it was invented. The biggest herd on the planet is going to be found in Italy, and that's how they're doing it there. Now, Fior di Latte mozzarella is what we're making, which is the cow's milk mozzarella.
Okay.
And Fior di Latte mozzarella is kind of taken over the mozzarella trend here because it's a lot easier to produce than the other stuff is.
Look at all that steam coming up.
Yep, and I don't know if you can kind of see, it's starting to stretch together, turn into one blob. So now we're gonna wash that out here.
All right, and this is part of what you do daily. So you do this in the morning, typically?
We start at about 8 a.m. On this one. So that way your mozzarella is fresh on all of your dishes that you're gonna have there. Whether that's the pizza, the mozzarella bar, things like that. Yeah,
tell me you can get this fresh mozzarella on pretty much any dish that we're going to order at Novanta. Is that right? Talk to me about some of the dishes that this is available on.
I'm going
to show this off too. This is starting to look so cool.
A little more cream now.
So as you're adding cream, you can see it's starting to really look like cheese. It's nice and stretchy and starting to form together.
That's going to be found on our pizzas unless requested otherwise. We do have some other options for cheeses. Some imported from Italy, some local here. We have a Fontina cheese is a local one, whereas we have the Parmigiano Reggiano, which is obviously an imported product. So now what I'm doing is I'm stretching the curd, or stretching the mozzarella. What this is going to do is make things a lot softer and not so hard to bite into. It's a better texture here.
So that's something that you need to do as part of the process, is to stretch it out.
Yep, there's the wash, which was the first part, and then this is what they'll call the knead.
Okay.
Or the stretch. There's a lot of different ways to refer to it. And you asked me earlier, is this how all mozzarella is made? Almost every person, or every, you could say company too, kind of has their own way of doing it. When I do 10 pounds, I'm going to have like a big, what looks like an oar for like a boat, stretching this all up into the air, and we have a cart for it and all this. So it would be a little dangerous to do that much on a table.
Now, is that how much you make on a daily basis, is 10 pounds of mozzarella, or is that a special occasion?
That's at a time, because if you have too much cheese in here, too much curd in there, the water will cool down faster than it's ready.
Okay.
So we're about ready to start balling it up, and you got the gloves on there, so I was wondering if you wanted to join me.
Get in if I could. You're going to have to teach me how to do this.
Test that water a little bit, just so you know what you're getting yourself into.
Okay, it's definitely hot, but it's bearable. So
I'll do the first example for you. So we're going to pick that up, and it's just like you ball dough for pizza. And then a cut, the mozze, that's the cut in Italian, and more specifically the dialect in Campania. Mozze means to cut from the curd.
Excellent. And you can do different sizes, right?
Yes, That's the ovalini.
So I can't mess up the size.
Yeah, don't worry about that. They never look pretty on your first shot. So and this is more the Ciliegie size there. And then the Rotondino, which is going to be sold to, if you're a pizzeria that doesn't make your own cheese, you're going to get the larger ones. So
Sure.
that was maybe a small one. Here, you can
So
hop
let
in
me,
here.
let me try it out. And as I'm gonna probably make this not the prettiest looking one, but
That's all right.
All right.
You're making
but
it look very pretty
talk
already.
to me a little bit about like the process of dining at Novanta.
Oh,
so
certainly.
when we come in, you guys have a unique format. So
Yep.
talk to me about that.
Yep, you order at the counter.
Look at this.
We got the counter behind me here. Once you order, you
This is
get a number.
my attempt at the mozzarella.
It's gorgeous. Don't worry.
Sure. But
So-
it'll still taste good.
Oh, it'll be fantastic.
So you walk
Don't
in, I'm
worry.
sorry, I'm
you
interrupting
could dump
you, but-
this whole blob in there and it'd be
Okay.
great, really.
So real quick, I just want to get the process out. So you walk in and we actually
Yep.
order at the counter,
Yep,
correct?
you get a number and then you sit down and then we bring your food right out to you. We have some sodas available, beer, wine, all that stuff. You order that at the counter when you're ready for it, and then we'll give that to you. You can bring it right onto your table and you're good to go. Let's try one more before
All
it gets
right.
too cold on us. So
Let's see here.
you hold it up in your
All
hand.
right, yeah, I need the beginning process.
So
here.
try to get a nice blob in the hand
Okay.
and then try to push it in with your lower fingers.
Okay,
So you're
that's what I
pushing up.
missed. The stretch.
Yep. So push it up and then break.
All right.
Beautiful.
Oh, I think the
Bellissimo.
second one is definitely better than the first.
Yep.
I've improved.
And then you'll do a whole 10 pounds. You're good to go.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, Nick, I can't wait to try this. This looks delicious. We can find this on so many of your dishes.
Yep.
At Novanta.
You can even get it to go just the mozz.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. So lots of dining choices. We can come on in, order right from the counter.
Yep.
We can get plenty to go. Lunch, dinner.
Yep. 7
And-
days a week. Lunch
Excellent.
and dinner.
Sounds good. Well, we appreciate it. We can't wait to stop in. I know you've got a lot more dishes to show us, so we're going to have you back.
Wonderful.
We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Delicious mozzarella. Hopefully I did okay, did you justice. And we're going to come right back with more Restaurant Show.